there are two relatively closely related commands to do with blocks. There is, let me type it, the block command itself, and that enables you to form a new block out of a single entity or a group of entities. And then there is the blocks plural command, and that pops up this block browse box where you can move up and down through the blocks already associated with this drawing. You can activate, and let's concentrate on the blocks command. You can activate the blocks command by clicking in this link here, or let me do it, click there, or you can come across to File and Insert a Block. And if you want to retain what you insert in the drawing as a complete block, you pick there, and if you want to explode it, break it up into its constituent parts as you bring in, pick the latter entry. But when we pop that in, we pop up the blocks dialog box. What I want to show you here is that if you click in there, notice that this particular block called 0104 group, there's a delete option there, and if I click the delete option, that'll remove any blocks in the drawing that are not needed in this particular drawing. In other words, they were brought in but not used. Let me just type FS, which is short for file size, and you may notice down in the command area that this file is a megabyte in size. If we pick that blocks command again and select delete and delete all unused blocks, 9 blocks have been deleted, and I'll close, the file size has been reduced. But if you want to clean out all of the unused blocks in the drawing, it pays to save this drawing and then open it up again and operate on that blocks command. And in this drawing, I can reduce the file size from over a megabyte down to over 1,000, down to 330 odd. So this drawing is carrying an awful lot of blocks that aren't utilized. Notice also this $C6, that tells me that's a block from the AutoCAD environment, and whenever you bring in a block that's been used in AutoCAD, it will bring a lot of excess baggage with it, and there are occasions where we think that bringing in drawings from AutoCAD users, you have no control over what comes in, and there are occasions where we believe that's contributed to a corrupt drawing. So managing your blocks in the drawing is very important. Now, rather than go through all of that, we've given you on the tools drop down a purge blocks and also a purged unused layers and line types, etc. And you can operate on those, and that will clean the drawing up in the way that I did manually earlier. Once again, it pays if you're trying to clean the drawing up and reduce its size. It pays to save it, to purge it, then save it, open it up again and purge it again, and you'll get a substantial reduction in the file size. So I hope that helps distinguish between blocks and the block command itself. If I wanted to make a new block, of course I could draw a circle, let's say, pop it in here, do that. If I select that circle and right click, I pop up the block command, the create block, and we give the block a name. Need to be careful that you don't click in the drop down list, that'll pick up one of the names that's already in the drawing and you might overwrite that block, so you do need to be a little careful. So I hope that helps explain the use of blocks in gCADPlus drawings. Whenever you pick library and plants and standard and pick a block and bring it in, it comes in the same way as we do when we use that blocks option here. And if you've already brought in a mini shrub for the sake of argument, you can bring it in again from that blocks library.